Hello race fans, the NASCAR Mountain Dew Code Red Truck Series is back here, and we are once again under the lights at Texas Motor Speedway, getting ready for the WinStar World Casino and Resort 400. Now, I know it's been a couple of weeks since my last recording race. I'm not the fastest uploader, but I try to get these races done. Anyway, starting on the front row is going to be Dylan Theroux in the 54 and Chris Kyle with his first pole of the season. He's trying to get back in victory lane. He has won at Daytona. Jesse Turner, KBM's highest rating driver, he got a runner-up finish last week at Dover, but he's looking to bring it home here today. And right beside him is Seth Cole in the 32. Points leader Jonny Gardner is going to have some work to do, as he's going to start this race back from the 14th position in the number 12. He's looking to bring it home today for Penske. Speaking of Penske, Levi McIntire in the 22, he sits 10th in standings, and he's going to actually start right beside Gardner. So he's trying to look to move up in the points. Dylan Young is not too far behind in the 20th place in the points. What kind of racing will we see here in the trucks? I don't know, but we're just seconds away from those famous words.
Drivers, start your engines.
And as the trucks are slowly rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the WinStar World Casino and Resort 400. Chris Kyle, the only representative of Roush Racing in the top 10, starting off in this race. He does have a race here. He does have a race victory here in the ARCA series, so he does know how to get around this track. The pace truck makes its way on the pit road as you see the flag waver waving the green flag. We are going racing here at Texas. Heading out of the backstretch for the first time here today, Chris Kyle with a small lead, but now here comes Jesse Turner on the inside to try to take it away in the 18. But Jessica Villanueva, she's looking to get more, but Jesse Turner will lead the first lap, but he won't have to lead for long because here comes Villanueva in the number 3. And oh man, they're making it 3 wide for the lead and for second place. And oh man, Villanueva forces the 18 on the high side, and she will take the lead. But here comes the Hendrick Motorsports teammates on the inside about to work together. Danny Wells and Cody Llamas. Danny Wells right now, he's in the lead, and oh man, there's some contact back there. They almost went 4 wide, but they sell it back to 3 wide, and they're going 3 wide for the lead, and barely leading that lap was Cody. And oh man, they're going 3 wide rows back. Cody is now racing under his teammate, but now here comes the Penske boys trying to come up. And oh man, oh, we got trouble! Danny! Oh man, Danny and Jessica are in the wall, but I don't think the caution's out. Oh boy, but it might be out now. Chris Kyle, he spun out back there. And so did Joshua Balkin in the 51. Oh man. No doubt that will indeed bring out our caution. And yes, it is. The fence is glowing yellow, and that means the caution is out. Cody Llamas will lead him as he'll soon be caught up by the pace truck. Levi McIntire in second. Teammate Dylan Young will be third. Fourth will be Tim Fiegel. And fifth will be Marco Salpietro. And we have to see who was all involved. There's Preston Plourd. Oh, man. 13th in points. He's coming down pit road. And there's Danny Wells who hit the wall. So he's up in smoke. So Danny, unfortunately, he's done for tonight. Points leader Jonny Gardner, he's all the way back here. He must have got caught up in something. There's pulser to Chris Kyle with a lot of front end damage. Sky Commons has a little bit of damage as well. And there's a little rear damage to the to last week's winner, Jasmin Acosta. And there's rear damage to Trent Dunham, another hometown boy. Another hometown boy in front of him, Chris Dalton in the 6th. He looks fine though. I'm trying to see. There's a little bit of damage to Joshua Balkin. He did spin around in the back straightaway as the truck's already coming down pit road. Pit strategy already coming to be a factor here. As Preston Plourd, he goes back out of pit road, so that'll keep him from going a lap down. But oh man, we have to take a look and see what happened there with the contact with Danny Wells. Well, here's how to burn out our first caution. Cody Llamas had just taken the lead, and Danny, he was in second. He was battling out with Jessica Villanueva, but I guess the 3 truck just didn't give the 5 enough room as Danny Wells hits the safer barrier almost head on, and that causes his engine to go up in smoke. So he already took his car back to the garage area. And then coming out of turn 2, they were going 4 wide. Joshua Balkin gets loose trying to avoid the 5 car, and then he gets hit by Charles Jackson, and he spins out right in front of Chris Kyle. Charles Jackson, his wheels lock up as I have to go to this camera. Charles, he slides down in front of the apron while Chris Kyle, he spins out right in front of Alex Drayton. Then Joshua Balkin, he came down in front of the points leader, Jonny Gardner. That causes him to spin around. Then last week's winner, Jasmin Acosta, also hits Joshua Balkin in the 51. Then Trent Dunham, he gets a little contact, and then he gets hit by Jessica Villanueva and Joseph Lombard. So, oh man, the backstretch was all just piled up here after that contact with Danny Wells, then Charles Jackson and Joshua Balkin. Preston Plourd, he gets hit by Mason Wood, and he also hits the back of Villanueva as well. And there's Joshua Balkin, he's driving to the inside. That's how he got that rear damage. Oh man, it was just a chain reaction, but the biggest loser in all that was indeed the 5 of Danny Wells. He was battling to stay in the top 5, but unfortunately his night ends early tonight. Here we are on board with the number 3 of Jessica Villanueva. There's a contact with Danny Wells. She nearly got hit by the 54 and the 51, and then you can see all the accidents happening right in front of her. Then there's the hit to the back of the 1 truck. Now here we are on board with the number 29 of Kyle Matthews, looking at this good wreck avoidance. He just stayed right behind the 43 and the 11 of Wascher and Baskinger, and he misses both accidents. And here we are back at Texas. We're going to restart on lap number 8 with the number 8 of Joshua Mudd leading the field. Pit strategy already working in his favor. And we have 3 drivers now out of the race. They are Danny Wells, Jessica Villanueva, and pole sitter Chris Kyle. Preston Plourd is a lap down in the 36th position. But our top 10, once we get back underway, goes as follows. Joshua Mudd is the race leader. Cody Llamas second. Levi McIntire is third. 4th is Jessica Shelton. 5th is Marco Salpietro. 6th is Steven Gonzalez. 7th is Dylan Young. 8th is James McLeod. 9th, Dylan Theroux. And rounding out the top 10 is Tim Fiegel. As we are getting back underway here at Texas. And Preston Plourd, his truck is indeed slow. So these drivers, they're going to have to try to find a way to get around him and hope he doesn't hold up anyone. McIntyre, he's already going to the inside of Cody for second place. But Cody goes back to the inside to block the 22 as Shelton. She's stuck on the high side with no help. But here comes Steven Gonzalez on the inside of her trying to get that top 5 spot. As Joshua Mudd, he will lead another lap. But here comes Cody in the 48. Cody Llamas, he's on a charge right now. Right now he sits 9th in points and he still doesn't have a Truck Series win. But now here comes McIntire. These guys are battling for their spot in the points. And actually, Levi McIntire and Cody Llamas, they're tied for the 9th position in points. But here comes Marco Salpietro to spoil the party. He sits 11th in points. So all these guys up here, they're trying to get in the top 10. Steven Gonzalez, he makes his way into the top 5, getting around his good friend Joshua Mudd. It's a small breakaway of 6 trucks up here, but now running in 7th is Dylan Young. And here comes Dylan Theroux running up in 8th. And oh man, we're having a battle for 9th now between Tim Fiegel and Dylan Poteet. Poteet's teammate Seth Cole is back here in 11th. Qualls is now in 12th. 13th is Jesse Turner. 14th is Cole Dalley. And rounding out the top 15 is Lyndon Wright. Lyndon Wright, though, he's trying to make his move, and he really needs a good run here. He sits 19th. Well, actually, he's tied for 19th in points along with Dylan Young. So I think he's trying to catch that blue deuce as he now sits in 7th place. But here comes Theroux with a really fast run on the inside. Fiegel and Poteet are going to have to do something as Dylan, he smacks the wall, and oh man, they're going 3 wide for 2nd place here, as we now see Steven Gonzalez, he's taking the lead away from Salpietro. Steven Gonzalez and Marco Salpietro, they're not ideal friends at the moment. The same can be said for him and Jessica Shelton, as Shelton now, she's now going 3 wide for 2nd place under her teammate and Salpietro. Joshua Mudd, he's trying to force his way in there. Oh, man, he's making it 4 wide. Oh, Josh, what are you doing? They're going 4 wide here. Oh, they're keeping it together. I don't know how. And, oh, man, there goes Shelton. Shelton gets hit by Mudd. And, oh, man, right in front of Dylan Young and Tim Fiegel. Oh, man, Seth Cole is also hit, and James Qualls. Oh, man, it's just, oh, boy. Oh, man, the points leader is in it. Jonny Gardner. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I see Jasmin Acosta, Trent Dunham, and Jessica Shelton. She sits on her roof. There's Dunham in the 1 truck, and there's last week's winner Acosta. Oh, they went 4 wide, and that was not gonna work. Joshua Mudd forced his way in there, and he stays in the 7th place. There's Dylan Young, who Shelton came up right in front of. Joshua Bulker's coming back down pit road. There's Luke Walker. Oh, man, there's Preston Plourd. He's coming down pit road again, coming from the grass for some reason. And there's another hometown boy, Chris Dalton. He got in it. Oh, man. That was not going to work. We have our 2nd caution, and our leader under this caution is Marco Salpietro, as he's coming down pit road now. The entire field is coming down, but oh, boy. I don't think Jessica Shelton is going to be too happy with Joshua Mudd there in the 8. He made it 4 wide, and that was not going to work. He did not give the 94 any room whatsoever, and unfortunately, Shelton paid the price. While we go to the replays, let's see what happened. Well, here's what happened to bring out our 2nd caution of the night. There were Joshua Mudd, Jessica Shelton, Cody Llamas, and Marco Salpietro were going 4 wide. And as you can see, Joshua Mudd did not give Jessica Shelton any room whatsoever. And then I think he was gonna let her go, but right there, you can see that the 94 gets hooked by the 8 car, and Joshua Mudd, he just flat out just took out Jessica Shelton as she spins right in front of him. Luckily, Mudd was able to get away, but unfortunately, Shelton spins up, nearly collects Dylan Poteet, but she gets the other Dylan Young. He had nowhere to go, and Tim Fiegel, he was also stuck on the high side with nowhere to go. He gets collected as well. But it still doesn't end there. Seth Cole, he was also stuck on the high side with nowhere to go. And James Qualls actually hit Seth Cole, and then that sent him around. And I'm trying to see. There's Luke Walker. He got loose trying to avoid the 94 as he gets hit. Right here. Then further back, Sky Commas, he got hooked by the 19 of Jasmin Acosta. Then here comes Darlington, Jonny Gardner, Eric and Rage, Trent Dunham, and there's James McLeod. He hits the back of Sky Commas in the 39. But oh man, it's just a chain reaction of wrecks. I gotta bring it back just a little. There's Dylan Young. Oh man, hard hit to the back of the 94. and I'm trying to see. There's Qualls where he got his hit, and I have to slow it down a little bit more. There's Luke Walker hitting Jessica Shelton, and there's it looks like Sky Commons' wheels locked up because he was trying to avoid it, but I guess he didn't avoid it in time. Here's Dollarton, here's Jonny Gardner hitting Tim Fiegel, and then here comes Trent Dunham into view. As you see Jessica Shelton, she's spinning down on her roof, and she gets one more hit from Jonny Gardner. Oh man, a huge catastrophe in turns 3 and 4. Here we are riding on board with the number 91 of Luke Walker. As Walker hits the back of the 94, he also gets hit by the 39 of Sky Commons as he just sits right in front of Eric and Rage and Jonny Gardner. Now here we are riding on board with the number 31 Great Clips Silverado of Dylan Poteet. There's a contact with Mudd and Shelton, and you can see how close Shelton was for hitting the 31 truck, and then the carnage back there. Now here we are riding on board with the Blue Deuce of Dylan Young. He was right behind Dylan Poteet when this happened. Yeah, the 94 just came up right in front of him. There was nothing Dylan Young could have done right there. As his truck sits to rest in turn 3. Now here we are with one final onboard camera with Jessica Shelton. Wow, Shelton, she just went for a wild ride in the number 94 as she just shone flipping. As her truck comes to rest on the side, glitch inside of the 6 of Chris Dollarton. Wow, what a wild ride for the 94 as she already took her truck back to the garage area. Here we are back at Texas, and we're going to restart at the halfway point on lap 17, and well, Nelly, do we have a lot of trucks now out of this race. Here they are as follows. James McLeod, points leader Jonny Gardner, Sky Commons, Seth Cole, Tim Fiegel, Dylan Young, Chris Dollarton, Jessica Shelton, Luke Walker, Trent Dunham, and Jasmin Acosta. Preston Plourd is still in the race, one lap down in the 24th position. But here's our top 10 once we get back underway. Steven Gonzalez is the race leader. Second is Mason Wood using pit strategy. Third is now Cody Llamas. Fourth, Levi McIntire. Fifth, Dylan Theroux. Sixth is Dylan Poteet. Seventh is Marco Salpietro. Eighth is Jesse Turner. Ninth is now Lyndon Wright. And rounding out the top 10 is Jeffrey Finguy. Still plenty of racing left here to go here at Texas as we're about to get back underway. Steven Gonzalez with the early advantage here. Right now he sits 33rd in standings. He has not won a truck race since the season 2 opener of the truck series at Daytona. So he would love to get back in victory lane. And man, Cody Llamas, he threw down the block on Levi McIntire. Now Llamas, he's trying to get under Mason Wood. Can't quite do it yet. They're going to force Dylan Theroux on the high side with no help. Man, there's a small breakaway in trucks. Jesse Turner trying to get back up there with his teammate. He must have got held up by Preston Plourd. And speaking of Preston Plourd, he's stuck on the high side. Now he's holding up Lyndon Wright and Joshua Balkin. The Sega Motorsports teammates Cole Dalley and Joshua Mudd, they're trying to stick together after losing Trent Dunham. Heading back up here, Mason Wood still with the lead now. Now Steven Gonzalez, he got forced on the high side, but now that's going to give the advantage to Levi McIntire. McIntire, he's the only Penske driver left remaining. He lost Dylan Young and Jonny Gardner in that huge accident, but now here comes Dylan Poteet. Dylan Poteet now in 31 trying to get behind McIntire. Can't quite do it yet. He's trying. Poteet would love to get his first Truck Series victory of the season here. And I don't think Dylan Poteet has ever won in a truck. I can't remember if he has or not. I don't know. He probably has, but it has to come back to me. But McIntire, he's still hanging on to the lead. But here comes Salpietro now. As Poteet smacked the wall, that's going to give Dylan Theroux third place in the 54. Now Salpietro, he's taking the lead away from McIntire, and he's going to hang on to it. But here comes Dylan Theroux. He's on a charge right now. He's waiting on his teammate to come up there and help him, and he has caught up to the back of Steven Gonzalez, actually. Gonzalez, he's dropping back a little bit ever since he smacked the wall on the last lap. He's trying to fight to hang on to the 7th position. He's getting a run on the outside, and he's trying to keep his spot, but Jesse Turner right now in the 18. Now here comes our Charlotte winner, James Baskinger. He's trying to catch the rest of his pack, along with Jeffrey Fengai, who's now sitting in 10th. The Sega Motorsports teammates, Joshua Mudd and Cole Dalley, they're trying to work together to get up here now. This is anyone's race if they can get up to the front. Salpietro, he still leads, but Dylan Theroux, he's going to try to chase him down. Cody Llamas hangs in third as we're having a battle for fourth between Poteet and McIntire. Right now, Poteet, he's the only Turner Scott truck in the top 10 at the moment. But he would love to get up there again. Salpietro hanging on to that lead. Dylan Theroux, he's still hanging back. Let's ride on board with the 54. Theroux trying to get an inside run on the 9 car. Can't quite do it yet this lap. He's going to try to do it like within turns 3 and 4. And he's trying to dive down to the inside. He's got the run on him, but can he make the move for the lead? No, he can't. He can't quite do it yet. He nearly had him, but Salpietro throws in the block. Now we have to see if Cody Llamas is just biding his time and see if he can try to get up there. And oh man, Theroux, he's getting under Salpietro, and Salpietro gave the wall a little smack. That's going to make him lose a little bit of speed, as now Theroux, he takes the lead away from the 9 truck. McIntire hanging by himself in 4th place. 5th now is Baskinger. Poteet dropped back to 6th. 7th is now Jesse Turner. 8th is now Jeffrey Fengai. 9th is Cole Dalley, and now we're having a battle for 10th between Mason Wood and Lyndon Wright. What happened to Gonzalez? Oh, there he is. And oh man, it looks like he dropped almost back to the 15th position. He must have smacked the wall again. Oh man, that's really gonna hurt Steven's chances of winning this race. But time is running out. We have less than 10 to go, and it's all about Dylan Theroux. Dylan Theroux in the 54 out of KBM. He would love to, this is the 54's first season in the Truck Series, and he would love to give them a victory. Cody Llamas, he's hanging on to 2nd place as they're going 3 wide for 3rd. Behind them, here comes Jake Baskinger. Now remember, Jake Baskinger, he shocked everyone with his win at Charlotte, and he would love to be the first multi-winner this season. Baskinger, he sits 5th in standing, so another win here would definitely give him the points lead. And oh man, he's looking for 2nd place under Cody Llamas. Oh man, he's going to chase down that 54. He's going to try to do wherever he can to catch him. But Cody Llamas with the outside run, he really needs to stay off of that wall. Cody Llamas with the outside run. He's trying to get in front of Jake Baskinger, which he does. Oh man, now Cody Llamas, and oh man, pit stops! Green flag pit stops are happening! Oh man, Cody Llamas comes down along with Salpietro, McIntire, Wright, and Wood. Oh man, so this is going to come down to pit strategy. So Dylan Theroux, he's still hanging on. 2nd is Baskinger, and 3rd is Poteet. Fourth is now Cole Dalley. Fifth now is Jesse Turner. Sixth is Finn Guy. And we're having a battle for seventh between Kris Wascher and Joshua Mudd. Ninth is Kyle Matthews, and rounding out 10th is Steven. But we're going to see who's going to come down this time by. And here comes Theroux now, along with Baskinger. And oh man, no one is staying out. All the leaders are coming in. So this is going to be who's going to come out first. Dylan Theroux, he's still hanging on to the lead barely. And oh man, this is definitely going to come down to pit strategy. No one else is on the track right now coming down the front straightaway. We're going to have to keep an eye on the scoreboard. And oh man, it looks like Baskinger, he got held up by Shaun Gallighan a little bit. Oh boy, that's really going to hurt him in the points. As Pote, I think Pote just went gas and go. Theroux took two right side tires. And oh man, Baskinger, he did lose a little bit of speed, but we're going to have to see who's going to come down out of turn 4. Here comes Cody Llamas and Marco Salpietro. I think they're going to beat him out. I'm not sure. It's going to be close. They did not lead that lap. Dylan Theroux, he's still shown as the race leader, but now Salpietro, he's on the inside of Cody. This is the battle for the lead, but can they get out past the 54? I don't know. It's going to be close. They're going to pass Pote, but will they pass Theroux? And I think they will. Salpietro and Cody Llamas are trying to fight as hard as they can on the outside, but Salpietro with the advantage, he's going to pull away as we have 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. After pit stops, Marco Salpietro cycles as the race leader. Cody Llamas is second. Dylan Theroux is third, but he's about to lose it to Dylan Pote with the... Oh man, Pote had a huge charge on the inside. 5th is McIntire. 6th is Lyndon Wright. 7th now is Jeffrey Finn Guy. 8th is Jake Baskinger. And it looks like we're having a battle for 9th place between Steven Gonzalez and Joseph Lombard. Yes, we are. So this is the battle for the 9th place. Oh man, so pit stops, it helped some drivers and it messed up a couple of them. But Salpietro, he's really going to have to do some defending. Right now, he's the only Ford in the top 5. And oh man, they're catching up on Preston Plourd. He better get out of the way. And oh man, these drivers are no doubt going to catch him. As Salpietro and Cody Llamas, they're both gonna take the high side to get around the 16. And the 16 better stay down there. Why is he coming up? Oh man, he almost came up and oh man, he made McIntire lose a bit of momentum. And that's going to allow Dylan Theroux to catch him. Oh man, we got us a 3-truck battle right now. Just look at this fight. Marco Salpietro, Cody Llamas, and Dylan Pote have not won yet this season, but time's slowly running out, and they're catching up on another slow truck. It's James Qualls, and he's holding up the inside line. That's going to open the door for Salpietro. Oh man, James Qualls will not get out of the way. Oh man, they don't know where to go. Qualls, he's messing up both of these guys, and oh man, now he's going to hold up Pote. Oh man, James Qualls is holding up Dylan Pote and Dylan Theroux. And McIntire, he really needs to get around him. Cody Llamas got around him. Now he has to try to do whatever he can to chase down that 9 truck. I don't think he can do it though. I don't know. He might. But time is slowly running out. This is Marco Salpietro's race to lose. He didn't do so well in the ARCA series. He ran winless that entire season, but he just took the white flag. But Cody Llamas, he's coming in at 48. Marco Salpietro, he better do some defensive driving because that 48 is chasing him down. Oh man, they're coming out of turn 2 for the final time. Cody Llamas better hurry up, but it may be too little too late for the 48. Heading into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Does the 48 have anything for the 9? He's charging, but it's too little too late. Marco Salpietro, he will come out of turn 4 and into the Tri-Oval, and he will win the WinStar World Casino and Resort 400. Marco Salpietro had better say thank you to James Qualls because he just helped him win this race. The number 9 out of Richard Petty Motorsports, Marco Salpietro, he will capture his very first Truck Series victory here at Texas Motor Speedway. Cody Llamas, once again, the king of 2nd place. He will get 2nd place once again. McIntire ends up 3rd. Pote ends up 4th, and running out the top 5 is Jeffrey Finn Guy. And the standings are indeed official. So, okay, Okay, trucks. S3 WinStar World. I'll just call it that. And this race is indeed in the books. Marco Salpietro uses a lap truck to help him get away as he wins here at Texas. The rookie gets it done. If Cody Llamas would have had one more lap, he definitely would have caught the 9 and made a pass for the win. But he'll have to settle for second place tonight. Lyndon Wright ends up in 6th place. Dylan Theroux ends up 7th. He had a strong truck, but he couldn't get back up there. Kyle Matthews ends up 8th. Joseph Lombard ends up 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Jake Baskinger. Cole Dalley ends up 11th. Kris Wascher 12th. Steven Gonzalez drops to 13th. Joshua Mudd 14th after he wrecked Jessica Shelton and caused the big one that took out almost half the field. And rounding out the top 15 was 4th in points, Matthew Daleo. Then we have Charles Jackson, Mason Wood, Jesse Turner, Joshua Bulkin, and Alex Drayton ran out the top 20. Then we had Eric and Rage and Shaun Gallighan. Shaun Gallighan was the last truck on the lead lap. James Qualls was a lap down when the leaders caught him at the end. Preston Plourd was 3 laps down. After that first caution, he never truly recovered. And from 25th on down to 38th, drivers who did not finish the race. Jasmin Acosta, Trent Dunham, Luke Walker, Jessica Shelton, Chris Darlington, Dylan Young, Tim Fiegel, Seth Cole, Sky Commons, Jonny Gardner, James McLeod, Chris Kyle, Jessica Villanueva, and Danny Wells. Well, that does it here for Texas Motor Speedway. The next race to be uploaded is a NASCAR Second Cup Series Sharpie 500 live from Bristol Motor Speedway. Who's going to benefit from there as the chase approaches for the Sega drivers? You're going to have to wait and see to find out. Congratulations one last time to Marco Salpietro for winning here at Texas, and we'll see you next time.